Have you ever watched a player who doesn't look faster than everyone else, but somehow reaches every shuttle? They're not always stronger. They're not always younger. And sometimes they don't even look explosive. So what's the secret? It's not speed. It's movement science. In badminton, the difference between average and elite is often not how hard you smash, but how efficiently you move before and after every shot. Today, we're breaking down the real science behind movement: split-step timing, the first explosive step, center recovery, chasse versus crossover, backcourt transition, and the hidden concept most club players ignore: economy of movement. By the end of this video, you'll start seeing the court like an athlete, a coach, and a movement scientist. Movement starts before the opponent hits. Here's the first big truth. Most players think a movement starts after they see the shuttle. Wrong. Elite movement begins before contact. That's where the split step comes in. The split step is not just a hop. It's a timing mechanism for elastic energy. When your feet leave the ground just before the opponent strikes and land exactly at the moment of contact, your body creates a loaded spring. That spring gives you instant direction change, better balance, faster reaction time, reduced delay in first movement. Think of it like compressing a spring before release. If you split too early, the spring dies. If you split too late, your body weight gets stuck. The science here is simple. The body reacts faster from a loaded neutral position than from static standing. That tiny timing difference, sometimes it's the difference between a clean net interception and a desperate dive. The first explosive step wins the point. Here's something fun. The player who wins the point is often decided by the first 0.3 seconds after the opponent's shot, not the smash, not the deception, the first step. Most amateur players waste this moment because they move the wrong foot first. The first step should be short, explosive, direction specific, body weight driven. The goal is not to cover maximum distance. The goal is to break inertia. Physics says an object at rest stays at rest, so your first step's job is to destroy that stillness. The biggest mistake? Players take a big reaching step. That kills acceleration. A smaller first push creates better force transfer. Then the bigger movement happens on step 2 and 3. The first step is like launching a rocket. Ignition matters more than distance. The explosive step depends on calf stiffness, hip push, glute activation, body lean angle. This is why some players seem to teleport to the shuttle. They're not faster overall. They're just better at step 1. Center recovery, the hidden secret of easy movement. Now let's talk about the most misunderstood concept in badminton. Center recovery. Most players think the center is the middle of the court. It's not. The true center is the most probable next shot position based on your previous shot quality. That means your recovery base changes depending on your shot speed, your opponent's balance, whether you attacked or defended, their strongest angle. This is why elite players rarely look rushed. They recover to the right center. For example, if you hit a tight spinning net shot, your center shifts forward. If you lift under pressure, your center shifts slightly backward and defensive. The science here is anticipation probability. The smarter your recovery position, the less distance you need later. And less distance means less fatigue, more time, better shot quality, calmer decision making. This is movement intelligence. Chasse versus crossover. Which one should you use? This is where movement gets really fun. Let's settle the classic question: chasse or crossover? The answer is not one is better. The answer is context. Chasse step best for medium distance movement, maintaining body orientation, side movement in rallies, smoother recovery. It keeps your hips aligned and lets you stay ready. This makes it excellent for doubles defense and quick front-mid transitions. Crossover step best for long-distance movement, emergency retrievals, rear court corners, fast directional coverage. Crossover produces greater stride length and faster court coverage. But it comes with a trade-off. More momentum means harder breaking. That's why poor players reach fast but recover slowly. Chasse is like driving in city traffic. Crossover is taking the highway. Use the wrong one, and you either waste energy or lose balance. Elite players constantly switch between the two based on shuttle height, time available, and recovery demand. Backcourt. Transition. Why players get stuck. One of the hardest movements in badminton is the transition from center to rear court, especially on deep clears, punch lifts, and fast pushes. Why do players get late here? Because they move upward before backward. The body should first rotate the hips and shoulders, then push diagonally back. The key science is turn mechanics. The faster your hips rotate, the earlier your racket preparation starts. This creates earlier contact point, better overhead angle, stronger smash loading, less backward panic. For forehand rear court, pivot, crossover, chasse adjustment, jump or plant. For around the head, aggressive pivot, shoulder turn, non-racket arm balance, scissor recovery. The best players don't run backward. They rotate into position. That one detail saves huge energy over a full match. Economy of movement, the elite difference. Now, we reach the concept that separates elite movement from chaos. Economy of movement. This means using the least possible energy for the highest possible court coverage. It's not about moving more. It's about moving smarter. Watch professionals closely. No extra bouncing. No unnecessary arm swings. No random adjustment steps. Every movement has purpose. Their body angles are efficient. Their steps are measured. Their recovery is calculated. This creates 3 superpowers. 1. More stamina. Less wasted movement equals lower heart rate spike. 2. Better deception reading. A calm body sees more. 3. Higher shot quality under fatigue. Because legs still have power in Game 3, the smoothest player is often the fittest player, because efficiency beats effort. This is why older smart players can still beat younger athletic players. They win with movement economy. The big lesson. So here's the big takeaway. Badminton movement is not just footwork drills. It's a science of timing, force transfer, balance, probability, recovery geometry, energy conservation. If you improve these 6 things, split step timing, first explosive step, center recovery, chasse versus crossover, choice, backcourt transition, economy of movement, you will feel faster even before your fitness improves. Because the real secret is this. Great badminton players don't chase the shuttle. They arrive before the shuttle becomes difficult. That is the science of movement. If this changed the way you see footwork, subscribe, because next we can break down the biomechanics of the badminton smash.